This hearing of the Senate formulation.
Mr. Chairman, let me close by reiterating what I said at the beginning. If confirmed, I will work closely and effectively with this committee in both houses of Congress. The President and Secretary Rice are committed to building a strong, effective United Nations. The United Nations affords us an opportunity to move our policies forward together with unity of purpose. Now more than ever, the UN must play a critical role as it strives to fulfill the dreams and hopes and aspirations of its original promise to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war, to reaffirm faith in fundamental human rights, and to promote social progress and better standards of life in larger freedom. More broadly, we must confront the scourge of poverty, which leaves hundreds of millions on the margins of society. The President is firmly committed to working with the United Nations to make this shared goal of the civilized world a reality.
We need a strong voice in New York who knows the UN and who can advance our reform agenda. But we don't need a voice which people may not be inclined to listen to. And I fear that knowing your reputation, and your reputation known well at the UN, people will be inclined to tune you out. Above all, we need able diplomats skilled in working the corridors of a complex international institution. Some have said that sending you to New York would be like sending Nixon to China. I'm concerned it'll be more like sending a bull into a china shop. Great respect for your abilities and your intellectual capacity. It's your judgment and temperament, as well as your approach to many of these issues, that give me great pause. Chair.
I thank the distinguished ranking member. I would mention that when the hearing was originally scheduled, the United Nations is important for our foreign policy. It's more important if, in fact, it's a strong organization with a greater integrity in terms of its activities. What do you have in mind as you approach this task?
I think analytically, there are basically two categories of reform that one can consider. The first category is the reform of governance structures in the UN, how the member governments of the UN carry out their business. The second analytical category I would call management, budget, and personnel, actual operation, actual delivery of product from UN agencies. And I think that there's a lot of work to be done in both categories.
Distinguished Senator from Delaware, Senator Biden.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. There's a number of things.
The President is firmly committed to working with the United Nations to make this shared goal of the civilized world